Okay, I have 17 minutes on this one, so that's good. I had to delete a bunch of storage in order to budgeting my storage just to clear up, stuff so I can make this video. Okay, so today at the beginning, things were good. I today I went to this thing, to help me look for a job for next year. We in RA. I'm like, this is pretty cool. Toy Story 4 teaser came out. Skeptical about it, but it was cool. It was cool. The animation looks beautiful. The Pokemon Detective Pikachu came out, and I really loved it and whatnot. But unfortunately, I'm not with the praise. Okay, and so basically, before my philosophy class, I decided to play Spider-Man. I decided to play Spider-Man, for short, half an hour before my philosophy class happened. So, put my phone in the charger, while the charge while Spider-Man played. And so once it's time for me to go, I took my phone off the charger, and then I opened up a message from a friend that asked me, and he asked me if I was okay, and it was strange. It was strange. I'm like, wouldn't I be okay? Then I open up Snapchat and I see all these notifications. More notifications came in later asking me, "Am I okay?" More texts asking me if I'm okay. People who I haven't even talked to in months, or people I don't talk to day to day, texting me asking me if I was okay. And I see like group chats name, like two group chats I was in with two completely different fucking people. The names changed, and I'm just all like, what the fuck's going on? What's going on? And then I open one of them to see that the day that we all dreaded, the day that we that we knew was coming, the day we knew was coming, but we weren't prepared for it, happened. As of today, Stanley died at the age of 95 years old. Okay, so let's take it back. When I was 2 years old. I'm not gonna tell my whole damn story with how much I love Spider-Man, because some of you guys already know that. That's a whole nother video for a different day. I saw Spider-Man 1, my literal favorite fucking film of all time. This is literally the best film. I mean, it's literally like the film that I've watched the most. It means the world to me. And I fell in love with Spider-Man. Spider-Man, to this day, even 16 years after seeing that film, he's still my inspiration. He's still my inspiration. He's like one of the main reason I keep going on. He inspires me. He's inspired me for the past 16 years, going on 17 years, and actually I'll get to that in a minute. So I saw Spider-Man 2, of course, and so if you don't know, you would think that Spider-Man got me into like all of Marvel, like I am nowadays. No, with the original trilogy, I just wanted to watch Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, but that's beside the point. All I wanted to watch was Spider-Man, and so I didn't know Stan Lee and Spider-Man 1 or 2, because it was like a little, because Stan Lee's early cameos, like when he first started, like in the early 2000s, weren't like today. They weren't like, they didn't take up a whole scene. It was just like he was like in it briefly. Like in Spider-Man 1, he helped, like, you just saw like a brief couple seconds of him like looking up and then helping a little girl. Same with Spider-Man 2. But in Spider-Man 3, they decided to kick it up a notch. They said that he was talking to Peter Parker. When Peter Parker found out that he was going to get the key to the city, Stanley looked at him and was all like, you know, one man can make a difference. Enough said. That was my introduction to him. As is I didn't realize today, it's my favorite cameo from him. So, obviously, like, 7-year-old me was probably confused. Like, I don't remember exactly, but 7-year-old me was probably confused on who is this guy. Like, that seems like such an odd scene. So, like, me as a little kid, I did research, like, you know, that little kids won't. And I found out that, you know, this guy, Stanley, he created Spider-Man. He created, along with Steve Ditko, who, rest in peace as well. He created Spider-Man. He created a lot of these other Marvel characters and whatnot. Why did it just get brighter? I don't know. But just got darker again. Okay. It's creepy. But yeah. Spider-Man. So yeah, and like, you know, I quickly, as I got into more Marvel, and like, you know, I quickly, you know, recognized him more. I did more research for him, and he became one of my idols and whatnot. This video isn't scripted. I don't do scripted videos. I don't do videos on YouTube, so I don't know why I'm even mentioning that. But yeah. So Stan Lee's has always been an inspiration to me. Because I want to show you guys something. As you guys see, I had the Spider-Man game here. Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 3. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. And Spider-Man Homecoming. Also, I have the Spider-Man Homecoming hoodie and whatnot. You know, over there I have a Captain America hoodie, a little hoodie. I have a Black Panther shirt. I have a Deadpool shirt in my closet, even though he didn't create Deadpool. But and I have a huge Infinity War shirt over there as well. At my grandma's house, I have like me, 18 years old. I have Spider-Man. I have Spider-Man sheets and Spider-Man covers and Spider-Man pillowcases. Wait, I forgot. I ordered a new Spider-Man pillowcase from Amazon to go on my pillows at 18. I have a framed Spider-Man 2 poster over there. I also have a Spider-Man lamp. I think it's from Spider-Man 3. I have a Spider-Man cake topping for my 5th birthday, I think. It's still over there. I have a little Spider-Man toy train. I have like this book of like Marvel. Sorry about this. A book of like, you know, Marvel characters I had on my I had since I was a kid, and my room was covered with Marvel stickers. So it's safe to say that no, actually, let me get into more stuff. If you didn't know, most of you guys who's gonna watch the video, because it's gonna be private, know that for my 18th birthday party, my parents rented out a theater, got me a private showing of Avengers Infinity War with me and about 49 other people, friends and family. It was one of the greatest fucking days of my life. It's my greatest birthday, and I don't think anything else will ever top it. And so as you can see, Marvel has really had a big impact on me, and of course, Stan has a big impact. And now I'm aware of like the controversies that were like people are like, oh, Stan didn't fully do this, Stan didn't fully do that. Point is, like, Stan Lee, like, you know, Stan did help on everything. He created my favorite character, Spider-Man, and like I said earlier, Spider-Man is a huge inspiration to me. if Spider-Man didn't exist, I would probably I would be an entirely different person. Spider-Man is the reason, like, Stan is pretty much one of the biggest reasons I am who I am today. Because Spider-Man shaped me into the person I am today. Marvel, the Marvel comics, Marvel Cinematic Universe, they shaped my goals. They shaped my storytelling. If you don't know, when I grow up, I want to be a writer. I want to write animated series. I want to write comics. I want to write my own story. And this is literally the most important fucking thing to me in my life. And everybody else, all my friends know how important it is, and they know how important Marvel is, so to me as well, and they know how important Stan Lee is. Cause like I said, I had all day, ever since the news broke out, I've had constant people hit me up asking me, am I okay? People who I talk to every day, of course, people who I talk to occasionally, people who I haven't talked to in months, asking me, texting me, and asking me, are you okay? Because they knew how much Stan meant to me. Now, here's an interesting tidbit about Spider-Man. Spider-Man was rejected initially. The concept of Spider-Man rejected. Because at the time it sounded completely fucking idiotic to the publishers. Because one, Spider-Man was a teenager. Teenagers were only used for sidekicks like Bucky Barnes and Robin, Dick Grayson. 2, Spider-Man. People didn't like spiders, so publisher was all like, Stan, what the fuck are you doing? But Stan Lee pushed through, and he made Spider-Man, and look where we are. I have 6 Spider-Man films and a game right beside me. Because he didn't give up. And, and that really shows something. I really think, I always think whenever something like this happens, like someone I admire, like a celebrity I may admire, dies. Like Satoru Iwata, for example. I look at the impact they had on people, all the people sad, all the people hurt, all the lives they've impacted, and I just get determined to impact lives the way they had. They're the reason, like, Stan is the reason, one of the reasons why I want to inspire others with my work. I want people to feel the lessons. I want people to learn. I want people to inspire. I want to make them happy. I want to give them something to cope with, something to inspire them, motivate them for the rest of their life. Similar to how Spider-Man did to me, and the rest of Sam's characters and whatnot. There's the Marvel Cinematic Universe is huge. Sorry if this is a ramble, by the way, but the Marvel Cinematic Universe is huge. And, well, yeah, Stan isn't the only person who helped build Marvel in general. He's still a big part. He still came up with these characters. Jack Kirby might have done more work, but he, still came up with these characters. These characters are still, his. He made them, and he didn't just make one iconic superhero. Like, I've been talking about Spider-Man so video. That's not the only one. Fantastic Four, Iron Man. He didn't create Captain America, but he was responsible for bringing Captain America back into the modern day. The Avengers, the Incredible Hulk, Ant-Man, the Wasp. Characters who have literally changed people's lives. People who read them. The actors. Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Andrew Garfield, Chris Evans. Chris Evans, Evangeline Lilly, Paul Rudd, Mark Ruffalo, Edward Norton, all these fucking actors wouldn't be where they would be without Stan. Stan made a world. He helped envision a world. He literally changed our entire world. He did. And I had to make a video on it, and it's gonna be private. But yeah, thank you to all those people asking me if I was okay. Yeah, I mean, man, not really. But, you know, I always say whenever, like, death is always sad. But I always say this. Stan was 95 years old, of course. If someone was able to live a full life, because this world is horrible, people get their lives taken every day. People have terrible sickness every day and die from that. If you're able to live your full life, this helps. I'm going to close out the video. If you're able to live a full life, and you've seen it all, we all die someday. But to say that you were able to die knowing you were loved, knowing you lived a full life, knowing you changed the world, you changed, or not even just the world, at least changed one person, it's not a bad thing. It's not a sad thing. I mean, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. But it's something truly amazing. And honestly, it's something that should be cherished, because not a lot of people can say that we die. That, like, you know, that, like, you know, people that we haven't, that, like, you know, oh, I lived a full life and whatnot, and we were able to go peacefully. Stan was able to go peacefully, and he'll meet his wife, who passed a year before him. Jack Kirby, and he'll meet Jack Kirby in the afterlife, someone who, a dear friend, Steve Ditko, and all these other legends, Joe Simon, that helped envision the character. So that's all I have to say. Rest in peace, and a couple more seconds on the video. So see you guys later.